Hello everyone. Today we will be reviewing the measures of central tendency. In statistics we have three measures of central tendency, which is mean, the most frequently used one, median, and mode. So the mean is probably the most popular measure, and it's the only one that is calculated. We also call it average. And it is calculated using this formula here, mu, which is population average, equals sum of x divided by n, where n is the quantity of values. Median is another measure, and it is when exactly half of the values are above and exactly half of the values are below. And finally, we have the mode, which is the most frequently seen value in the distribution. And also, if we have these values with us, we can also make some predictions on how the shape of the distribution would look like. In the normal distribution, we have symmetrical distribution with only one peak right here. And in this case, mean, median, and the mode would be equal. So we see a peak here, and we can look down where the numbers would be, and the number right here would be mean, median, and mode. Next, we have positively skewed distribution, which has only one peak here, but it is asymmetrical. It's skewed to the left. And in this case, we will have the highest peak, which is the mode. We will see the value here. Then we will have the median here. And then somewhere on the slope, we will have the mean. Negatively skewed distribution is similar, but it has a peak on the right. And in this case, the highest value would be across that peak. It would be the mode. Then a little bit to the left, we will have median, and then on the slope, the mean. And we may have more than one mode. Remember, when we see a peak, it's always the mode, but sometimes we may see more than one. And in this case, this distribution we called bimodal. And mean and median would be somewhere between these two peaks. So when you will be working with sets of data, you will often see a sequence like that. We have 16 numbers here out of order, and it would be way more convenient to work with them if we put them in order like so. First to put all ones, then twos, then threes, etc. And here we can just visually see the mode, which is 1. And we can more or less see without any additional calculations where the median is, which is right in the middle. It is 2. But what we also can do is calculating the mean using this formula. And also we can use this set of data to predict the shape of the distribution, not just from the measures of central tendency, mean, median, and mode, but also by building a graph like this one. This is a dot plot. It is basically the same thing as stem and leaf plot, just a little bit simpler since we're using dots instead of numbers. And when you're trying to make a graph, build a graph like that, make sure you have equal distance between every single dot so that the shape would be more accurate. But as you can see from these dots, we can build a familiar shape. And if we flip it, we will see a positively skewed graph where we have a peak at the mode, and somewhere here is the median, and somewhere here would be the mean. And then we just do calculations for the mean. We already have the mode, we have the median, and for the mean we take sum of all these values, which is 35. We divide them by the quantity of the values, which is 16, and we get our mean, which is approximately 2.188. And that's it for measures of central tendency. You can find a similar problem for practice in the Google form.